project. Put that down. Just fucking. Can't fucking believe you. Look what showed up. Look what I get to play with. Where's everything? It does, but whatever. We'll get back to that. I'm gonna make something out of it.
Well, you can tell all your friends, you can tell the whole bunch. I just gotta give a fuck this blunt. Well, if you ever went us with the bowl and spoons, we can with the bee suit.
Hey there, welcome back to ONEOVERYOGI. So my buddy Chris and his wife, they're a couple of friends of mine. Yeah, they've rented this really nice property here. There's the owner of the property is doing a bunch of work and stuff like that, tearing down some buildings, doing this and doing that. But my friend Chris and Michelle, they were so kind to let me come down and see what falls out and shakes out of the woodwork when they're tearing down all these old buildings and stuff like this. Yeah, they got a lot of stuff going on here. Yeah, sheet metal. Really not so cool, but there's an old box for a truck. I don't know, I think that's an 8-foot box actually. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I'd say it's pretty much fucking knackered. Maybe the tailgate's still good on it. Hey, look at that. There it is. Chevrolet. There we go. Hey, that tailgate's in nice shape. One little ding there. But yeah, it's all there. Man, did they make things ever heavy back in the day. Good stuff. Anyways, but we're going to mosey around here and have a look to see what the old barns and buildings and stuff have been hiding for secrets from all of us. I already spotted one little treasure over here. Look at that. GM. That's for the PTO takeoff. Classic 48 bell housing mount. Looks like a 10 spline. Oh, she's still moving around inside. Might have to get that and just rebuild the dog, eh? Yeah, turning on both ends. Shifter's gone, but speedometer cable there. GM. Yeah, neat. We're going to have to inquire about what they want for that, because can't let that old school stuff just go to the pitch. So I guess they're separating all the metal, so that tells me that all of this is going to the scrap, so I have to rescue that transmission. And then they got the wood, so I guess they're just going to burn that on site. But look at that! Isn't that fucking cool? See, this is when they really made things. This is when they really made things, right there, look. Beautiful, eh? Flathead 4-cylinder, blah, blah, blah. Look at that, eh? Almost, you'd swear that it was almost an old skidoo clutch on that thing, and that must be for flat belts or something. I don't know. It's not really a skidoo clutch, but I'm sure it worked pretty close to the same. Yeah, it looks like the distributor cap and all that's gone because the cables are sitting here, but I'd like to take that little motor there and get Al working on a little generator. That'd be pretty sweet. Yeah, all kinds of goodies around here. Pile of old tires. Probably some sweet old ass rims in there. Hey, there's an old tire. Look at that, eh? Look at this. 6.00 by 16. Made in Canada. Nice. You don't get to see this stuff very often. Oh, look at this. Old military tire. 2 of them. I'm pretty sure those are old military tires. Absolutely. Very cool stuff. Love that thing. Fucking love that thing. Yeah, oh, the Grand Ferry. Check this out, eh? 3/4 hood, 1/4 car. It's actually in pretty nice shape. Minus the mouse damage, but you know, no cuts or tears in the seat. The dash is no cracks or nothing. No breaking in the windshield. Oh, I love those little chrome biddies there, eh? Look at that. Yeah. Not a bad looking window in the back. Bumper's falling off. Not bad though, not bad. Not really much of a barn find though, at least I don't think. These are cool over here. They pulled these out about a month ago, I think. Pretty cool. The trucks themselves are pretty awesome. But I'll tell you honestly, there's one part that I would love to have off of these. Step up on these timbers here. Look at those beautiful lights there. And they're steel, they're not plastic, and that's glass. Absolutely gorgeous. God, those are beautiful. There's another old Chevrolet, what's that, the 1430 Chevrolet. Look at this, eh? Grill all in nice shape, glass all in nice shape, windows in nice shape. I think the keys are still in all these buggers here. Fire these bad boys up, take them for a rip. Anyways, let's go poking around, see what else we can find here. I said there was a few things that they've gotten out of here so far that was pretty cool, and you know, antiques, you know, Can't let that stuff go to the shredder. You gotta save that shit, keep it, restore it, or just leave the natural patina on it and leave it right the way it is, you know? Just, yeah. Don't throw that stuff out. It's one of those really good stuff. Okay, so supposedly these old buildings here, whatever, grain bunkers, whatever the hell, I'm not a farmer. Supposedly they don't have grain in them anymore. They're going to be tearing them out. But first they got to clean them out because supposedly they have some stuff. Pick a door. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pick any door. Oh, look at that. Beautiful, eh? Yeah. Okay. Something else over here. What do you see poking through the woods over there? Let's have a look-see here. Absolute. Ah, look. Different year. Hey? What is that? A 50 snow? Not sure. Love the grill though. The bezels are still good. The fenders are pretty knackered out though, but could be rebuilt. Grill is so cool in that thing though. I think I had a 58 Apache that was something like this, I think this was an old ambulance, to tell you the truth. Let's see. The reason I say that is because like they got that there. Unless it was someone's milk truck or something. Look at that, isn't that cool? Maximum load. Look at that, 3,000 pounds. Still got the key in this, think it'll start. Cold start, old start. I didn't think so. Anyways, 100 mile an hour, fuck, you were cooking back in the day. I got an old GM heater over there. Oh, look at that. That's probably another SM465. That bad boy will work. I'd fire that sucker up, no problem. Give me a week with this motor, I'd get her running. I'm sure I would. Hey, pups, look at the dogs. Hey, pups. Yeah, that thing's pretty cool. What does the back end look like on this thing? Oh, got the old panel doors, eh? The old barn doors. Like this. Hey, pup. Yeah, so let's see. Now, I don't want to go poking around too much. It was awfully nice of them. Thank you so kindly, Chris and Michelle, for letting me come out here and doing this little video to see all this stuff, because I probably will never get to see it again. At least not these exact ones, and there's a lot of nice stuff here. So, tore a building out here. God knows what was in it. Probably some pretty cool stuff, eh? Yeah, probably. Anyways, let's get moving on here, shit. What else? I'll poke around a little bit more and see what else we can find here. Oh, look at this. Look at this. There's an old tractor. Look at the old tractor. Nice, love this. That is a beautiful tank. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. What is this? See there, there's that shape again. That's got the same hood as that International over there. That little gray Jenner plant that I was showing you. But this says Farmall. But it has the same hood. So I bet you that distributor and all that, remember I showed you the wires, would bolt right onto that motor right over there. Well, there's a starter generator, all that. Big belt, wood. Put the belts on there and you do your corn binding or whatever the frig you're doing. Look at all these old tools in here, stuff too. Old bicycle rim, all that. Look at all that cool stuff, eh? Take a while to kind of poke through it and see if there's anything good. Old turnbuckle. That's pretty cool. Springs, chains. Yep, use those. Oh, look at the old rat, eh? Don't know if it's a honeycomb. No, it's not. It's just a regular old brass head, copper head, whatever you want to call them. Pretty cool stuff in here, though. Very cool. Oh! Old butter turn from back in the day. There's an old bicycle in there. I'd like to know the name on that. Maybe it's a BSA. I don't know. The frame kind of looks like a BSA. There's a way you check though to see if it's BSA. If you look, I used to collect these old bikes here. If you look on the bolts right up in here, you should see on a BSA, which stands for Birmingham Small Arms, there'll be 3 BSA rifles stacked in like they would during wartime. All their bolts were stacked like that on their bicycles. Very nice. Oh, old Coleman heater. I do believe that's Coleman. Here's your rheostat. Turn the heat up and down. Ah, look. An old Fargo. Don't go too far. Yeah, anyways, really nice truck too. Really nice. Love the way they just, the style, the grace, everything, the metal. The metal's the big one. Yeah, we're going to have a poke around here some more and see what else we can find. See if there's any other goodies. Oh boy, what is this? What did I... Yes. Yes, absolutely. Look at the old washing drum. Oh, isn't that cool? I'm just kidding, that's what I'm looking. Look at that. Isn't that freaking awesome? That is so savage. I'm just going to set you right here and see if I can pull that sucker out of there maybe. So we can have a bit of a look at it. What is this? Well, obviously it's a fucking motorcycle, Grant, you idiot. What is that? Yeah, let's have a peek. There's the exhaust for it. Well, let's have a peek at this. Look at this. Unbelievable find. I've never seen this model in my life, but I can tell you one thing for sure I know for a fact. It's old. It's really old. I guess that's a little two-stroke. Maybe about a 110. What do we got here? Not sure. 120, I do believe it says. Absolutely gorgeous. Have you ever heard of this? Villers? I think I'm pronouncing, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. What a treat. Need some tires. Bet you that motor will run. Because when I was pulling it out, it's in gear, and I could hear the cylinder going tok, 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 and it has what feels like some pretty good compression. But look at this. Anyone recognize this tag at all? This is absolutely gorgeous. How'd you like to cruise on that bad boy? That is absolutely, absolutely amazing. Hey? Just freaking amazing. Don't know if there's any more around here or anything like that, but you know what? I'd like it if there was. I'd like a saddle seat on this. Lose this here. Drop a saddle seat right in there. Oh yeah, she's old. She's real old. This is a modified factory though. Pretty sure it's factory. But what do you think usually went right there, a little pipe higher? A regular bicycle seat. This is not a kit. This is a factory bike. Don't know anything about it. Look at that. Ancient risers with adjusters inside. Oh, this is absolutely gorgeous. I would like to take and restore this. But yeah, that's an old bicycle frame. It's exactly what it is. Right to a T. Like even if you look at the bearing cups, it's the same as any bike of today. Absolutely gorgeous. Little tiny carburetor. Oh yeah, little primer bulb there, eh? Look at this, eh? Copper line. You gotta love it. Going to a rubber one, but whatever. Old cable. But yeah, we're going to take out and check out a whole bunch more goodies here. And if we come across anything good, we'll come back at you. Thanks for joining us. ONEOVERYOGI.